Alright everybody, this is Mr. Kealhofer, and today we're going to be talking about some safety symbols. These are Warner's safety symbols. These are the ones that I learned whenever I was in high school. They've been around for a while, and I think these are just kind of the go-to when it comes to lab safety symbols. Okay, so the good thing about these is the pictures often look like what they're trying to warn you about, and I'll help describe that to you a little bit. So let's get going. This first one is a trash can with a line through it. It's a disposal alert. Basically, it's saying the safety symbol appears when care must be taken to dispose of materials properly. So we're never going to throw glass away in the trash can. We're never going to throw away any biological samples away in the trash can. All of those need to be put in special disposal containers so that they don't contaminate anything, okay? Okay, if you ever see a little mouse as a safety symbol, that's going to let you know that animals are being used and in the lab, and that we just need to make sure that we're taking care of them. So anytime you see a mouse, it's animal safety. Okay, you've probably seen this one before, but maybe didn't know what it meant. This is a biological hazard. It appears when there is danger involving bacteria, fungi, or predators. Okay, you've probably seen this one before as well. Radioactive safety. This safety appears when radioactive materials are being used. Obviously, we won't see that in this class. Okay, here's a fire with a line through it. This is telling you that we don't need to have any flames open during this lab. So, for example, if we're using any sort of alcohol or pure oxygen, both of those are very flammable. We won't have an open flame there because we don't want something to catch on fire. Okay, this is an apron. Basically, think if you had an apron on around you, it would be protecting your clothes from getting anything on it, and that's going to be because we don't want to ruin anything that you're wearing. So if we're ever doing a activity with bleach, we'll probably have people put aprons on because bleach ruins clothes. Okay, this one kind of looks like an oven mitt, and that's because if we're using something that's hot, we don't want to grab anything that's going to burn us, right? So you got that safety mitt on. Remember that hot glass and cold glass look just alike. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference from looking at them, so you're going to have to feel them. Okay, this is a fire safety symbol. It just is reminding you to be careful whenever there's an open flame. So girls are going to need to tie their hair back and make sure they don't have any jewelry that's hanging down or loose-fitting clothing that might get caught in there. Okay, this guy kind of looks like he's pricked his finger a little bit, and that's because this is a sharp object safety. Basically, remember that those scalpels and scissors we're going to use in this class are sharp and can cut you, so don't run your thumb over them or something to check how sharp they are. They're sharp enough. That's all you need to know. Okay, this one kind of looks like a little firecracker going off, and that's because it's an explosion safety. Basically, if we had like a jar of something that was sealed too tightly and we started to heat it up, that could explode. So we're going to want to be careful with that kind of stuff. All right, this is a test tube with this smoke coming out of it. This is going to be a fume safety. Basically, if we had some sort of chemical reaction going on in here in this test tube, these fumes could be noxious and could kind of knock you out. You're never going to put a test tube right up next to your nose, okay? That's just dangerous. What you're going to do is hold the test tube in one hand, a couple inches away from your face, take your other hand and just kind of waft, or you're going to move the air with your other hand close to your nose. And that way you're not breathing it directly, but you can still kind of smell it. Okay, this one looks like goggles, so it should be kind of easy. Eye safety. We don't want it to get anything in our eye, so if there's ever any chemicals or anything like that being used, we're going to have goggles on to protect our eyes. Alright, what does this one look like? Anyone have any ideas? Maybe if I point out how much this looked like a lightning bolt, you get an idea that it's electrical safety. Okay, this one is a skull and crossbones. This is going to be the poison safety. Alright, and this last one is, you can see it kind of looks like a leaf or some sort of plant, and that's because this is plant safety. We're not going to want to prick our fingers on anything sharp. Thanks for watching.